What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another classic fresh anniversary gold farm. So, on this second YouTube channel, I like to do 1 hour farming sessions of different classic farms and upload them here on YouTube so you guys can see how much I gained. Now, before we dive into the specifics from the 1 hour result from this farm, massive thank you for all the support on the complete gold guide for Classic WoW. This gold guide features the best gold farms to do at level 60, but it also has the best gold farms to do as you're leveling from level 1 to level 60. That way you can ensure that you always have enough gold to be able to purchase the spells and abilities, level your professions, and of course being able to afford a mount at level 40 and level 60. So if you don't have it already, you can check it out with the link down below in the description. And by using the discount code STUDENT, you can get it for 50% off. Now, this farm that takes place like right here in the Deadwind Pass at Device is a very popular gold farm. And as I mentioned previously on this channel, it was like one of the best gold farms that I did back in 2019 Classic. I literally made thousands of gold from this farm. And there's a couple of ways that you make gold, a couple of sources of gold from this farm. You're obviously killing humanoid mobs, so that means like just raw silver drops from the mobs. Also means rune cloth. You get like the major mana pots, you get major healing pots, you get some scrolls, and you get the chance of getting like green items, blue items, epic items. But that's not really what's going to give you the big gold, right? That just means that you're going to make a steady amount of gold regardless if you're lucky on getting the Holy Grail. And the Holy Grail in on this location, which most of you probably know by now, is the enchant bracers with strength, like the best bracers enchant that there is. And it's really, really good. Last time I did a video on this spot on this channel, I actually got it. And now I sold it for 125 gold. A bit lower than what I sold my first one for. But still, the gold per hour on that is pretty good. So I'm back at it here again. Did a full hour of this farm just to see if I could restock it. It's something that I, back in 2019 Classic, made sure that I always, at any given time, had up on the auction house. But in 2019 Classic, I ended up with way too much gold, to the point where I had everything that I could ever want and buy with gold, and I had really no use for my gold. So this time around, I think it's more fun to do a big variety of farms and not necessarily just stick at the farm that yields the highest gold per hour. Now, the enchanting formula can only drop off the warlock mobs, and the one that I'm killing right here. So these warlock mobs are going to be located in this cave, and this big cave down south. That's the only area. But they have a respawn rate, of course, so it makes sense to just clear out the entire area for extra cloth and raw gold and whatnot. Now, unfortunately, I did not get the enchanting formula this time, but you're making like roughly right above 8 gold raw from just silver pickup. I got myself arcane pads, arcane armor, and then I got myself a ring as well. Now, obviously, it depends on how much you would get from these on the auction house, but if you're just going to calculate the disenchant value on it instead, the average disenchant value was sitting at like 2 gold right here, plus right above 3 gold, so like 7 gold on disenchant materials. Got a plan for radiant leggings. It's pretty bad, just gonna straight up vendor that for another gold, and then got a couple of gold from just vendoring these gray items, so like 12 gold in those items, plus the 8 gold from raw gold, so that means 20 gold. Also got myself 132 rune cloth, which is like roughly 1.5 gold on the auction house. Really depends on when you sell it on the auction house, but that's what you're gonna average on my realm at least. So that's another 3, 6, 9, like roughly 10 gold from rune cloth. So we're up to 30 gold. And then you've got a couple of consumables right here as well, which this is another 2 gold. Then you have another right above 3 gold right here, and then some scrolls. So it's like roughly 35 to 40 gold, like steady, without getting the enchanting formula. And then if you do get the formula, obviously your gold per hour is going to be increased drastically, right? You should not expect to get it every hour, but if you're running multiple hours without getting it, if you have no competition, that's also a bit unlucky. So even if you average one every second hour, every 3 hours, the gold per hour, if you spread that out and you look at the average gold per hour, is actually really damn good from this farm. And then you're going to get those occasional blue items and epic items and bags and whatnot. So personally, I really like this farm. Didn't get it, but I'm going to take a small break from this farm and do a bunch of other gold farms. And if you want to see those and the result from those, just make sure that you are subscribed to this YouTube channel and you'll be notified whenever there's a new video dropping. With that being said, don't forget to check out the complete gold guide for Classic WoW, link down below in the description, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, have a good one. Bye-bye.